blessed. What's wrong? Go with that. Shut up, make it fucking. This kitty in here. See what's shaking, laking. Don't see Carter yet. What's up, General? I'm well, sir. Different day. So on and so forth. Trying to get Carter the right link. Damn it. There we go. Pasty wasty. Everybody loves pasties. Or not. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. I don't see Carter. I sent him the link. There he is. What's up, Jane? What's up, Holman, Chandler, Goose? Mr. Akpa Carter.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Groovy, groovy, groovy. How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. Doing real good.
Fantastic, outstanding. Hello to everybody popping in. The old chatteroo roomy. JT Thompson, Vegan Suck. Love that name, by the way. Dwayne RTR, Jane Lane. Jackal, Jaquil. That's a tough one. Holman. We'll just call you Holman for now until I figure out how to pronounce that name. Chandler Davis, Goose, Prince, General Matt. What's going on this evening? Of course, what's going on, my boy Carter? Hit that like button when you come in. All that good stuff. Subscribe if you're not. Subscribe. What the hell's wrong with you? And did you see the Cardinals game today, Carter?
Yeah, that was a big win for them.
Well, yeah, I guess. It was a big win for a big loss for Seattle, I guess.
Yeah, it was.
Nothing like playing the spoiler role this time of year.
Yeah, that's right.
That's about all you got left if you're a Cardinals fan. I guess a Titans fan too, right?
Well, they lost to the Saints 38-28, which
yeah, they're done, right?
No, because Pittsburgh lost, they've still got a shot at the Wild. It's going to be between them and Pittsburgh. So.
Oh, that's right. Mike Keith kept saying that 8 dozen times today. We actually listened to part of that game on the way to Johnson City. What's up, JT? What's up, Killa? What's up, everyone? MECQ5978. Hope everyone's doing well tonight.
Maybe somebody in the comments can answer me this. If Pittsburgh and Tennessee both win next week, who gets the tiebreaker?
Good question. Shit, it may come down to somebody else.
I don't think so.
No? I don't even know who all's left to be fighting for that last spot. The Cowboys lost today. That's always a good thing.
Well, the Bills have got the first wild card spot, so it's just one left, and that's either Titans or Steelers.
So the Bills didn't win their division, huh? The Patriots did again?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a surprise, right?
Yeah.
General says Tennessee, he thinks.
Okay.
For those of you, Matthew, what's up? Yeah. Does that bother you, Matthew? I can put a hat on. It is abnormal to see me without a hat, I suppose. There's that better? Yeah, I do actually have hair, Matthew. A little bit, not a lot. It's thinning out. But for those of you in here tonight, and I'll probably say this again as the room grows, if it does tonight, those of you guys that tuned in last night to listen to my live stream, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I didn't get to say everything I wanted to, but we're not going to go over that anymore. Got through the day. Now I just got to finish getting through the rest of the Christmas holiday season, which getting through that first day is always the worst for me.
Yeah.
But it, I know I have one family member in here right now that said that she learned a lot from that last night that she didn't know. And so, if nothing else, helping family members understand a screwed up situation that happened many, many years ago and before we were ever born, is always helpful. I had a lot of questions answered by an aunt of mine that passed away a few months ago that I'd wondered all my life about. So anytime you can answer questions for a family that you didn't know they have, it's a good thing. Thank you, MECQ. I don't know about taking guts. I mean, I like I said, I didn't get through half of what I wanted to say, but
what was it about your mom? I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was about how she died and stuff leading up to it, some family history that that went into that day, and my role, and all you guys that I had a ton of people in the comments, reassuring me, telling me it wasn't my fault. I appreciate it, you guys. That's a natural thing for people to say, but it's just the way I feel. It's probably never going to change. So now we just learn to accept it and finish up life. And Carter, listen to this. I never thought about this before. I was watching another guy's live stream last night. It's a real estate guy of all type people up in Detroit. Shay Show is his name. He was talking about, I guess somebody had died in his family recently, and he lost his wife a few years ago. And he was talking about life, of course, and we only get one life. We get one shot to do with what we can in this world. And he said, in fact, you notice on a headstone, there's two dates: the date you came into this world and the date you go out of the world. And in between those two dates is a dash. So it's up to you what you do with that dash. And I thought, man, that is, maybe I'm simple-minded, but that is such a profound statement. What are you going to do with your dash? And I think that'd make a great t-shirt or a great pillow or a great tapestry or something. And it would at least invoke questions. If I saw a shirt that said, what are you going to do with your dash? I'd definitely want to know what the hell it meant. But I thought that was cool. But we're not going to talk about that stuff tonight. If people want to talk about Christmas, they can. If they want to talk about, Carter, if there's anything you want to share about your Christmas and traditions and holiday season and all that good stuff, you're certainly welcome to. You see my name tonight, Scrooge. I am most assuredly Scrooge this time of year. But
Christmas is about the same, for me. I mean, not the same. I mean, it's just pretty normal. I don't think it's
any traditions.
Different. Yeah, there is one. So, regardless of wherever I'm living or wherever my sister lives, my mom has always somehow got it planned or got it to where me and my sister both stay at her house the night before. Every year.
Say that one more time. Kind of cut out there.
No, I said my mom has always gotten it where wherever I'm living or my sister's living, we always come home and stay at my mom's house the night before Christmas.
Okay,
Christmas
I got you.
Yeah.
Just kind of that's cool. Spend the night at home.
Yeah, like, with me, I'm 29, she's 38.
Well, that's a long trip for you, isn't it? It's an inside joke. But that is cool, though. I mean, hey, I know you're grateful and thankful to still have your mom and dad and hold on to that. You know,
Yeah.
we don't think about that stuff until we don't have them. Flint, Gate City Blue Devil says, I'm going to run with mine. What did I miss? I missed something there. Flint,
I
what did you
guess I
mean
did
by
too.
that? Yeah. What do y'all think about Santiago Vescovi? I think he's got a very different name, a lot like Stanley Yelnats. Oh, the dash. Okay. I got you. Good call, Flint. You're going to run with your dash. I hear you, man. And that's the way people should live. You know, you should run with that dash.
Stanley Young. That's from Holes.
Mm-hmm. It is. I watched that again last night. Well, this morning, really. Winston Churchill said, if you're going through hell, keep going. I like that, too. Yeah, I talked about that, Jane. Maybe in it was either in a live stream earlier, or I talked about it with somebody about our traditional family poker game. Did I ever tell you about that, Carter?
No.
That was a freaking several year tradition for us. We'd all get together at my aunt's house last, however many years, 10 or so years. We did that when most of them were still alive, but the whole family would get together, do the whole gift exchange thing, and then it was time to break out the poker chips, baby. Except we didn't use chips, we used actual dollars. It was always dollar poker. And the
Nice.
best thing about the Christmas poker game was waiting to see how long my Uncle Eddie would take to get pissed off. And it was inevitable.
Uncle Eddie, my
Yeah,
cousin Eddie.
yeah. We lost Uncle Eddie last month, unexpectedly. So we're down to one. That's one thing when I was started last night talking about how back when this happened with Mom, we had all of my family was still alive, both sides, and now we're down to one. My brother that was involved that night, he's dead now. Um, I got a couple of cousins that have passed away at a super early age. All of the siblings except for one, my Aunt Judy, or Aunt Biddy, as we call her. She's the last living one. So you guys, don't be an old Scrooge like me, man. If you got family, get out there and spend time with them and enjoy this season, because you never know when your dash is going to turn into ash. But Carter, how about Tennessee beating some Cox yesterday?
I mean, it wasn't nothing special. Let's just be real
Sure, it
here.
was. Win
Okay.
number 700 for Rick Barnes.
Well, that is yes. That was special. Yes, but I mean, it'd have been a lot nicer if we'd have got that win over Cincinnati.
And been even nicer if we had got it over Memphis. But yeah, I know what you're saying. The 700th win.
Yeah, yeah.
Flint, you tell Becky I said to thank her very much, and tell her to loosen up on the grip just a little bit. She's still got other people she's got to share Flint with. So, let's see. Oh, it's easy. I hear you, Tex. It's like that for some people. Some people don't want shit to do with their family and vice versa. So I hear you. Talk about the Turner loss.
Yeah.
What's he talking about?
Lamonte Turner.
Oh, see, didn't see the game, didn't know what time it was, didn't listen to it, don't have a clue.
Lamonte Turner's done for the season.
What happened?
Or done. Well, his career's over at Tennessee at least. He's got that show. Well, he's been hurt for a while, but he's he won't be playing for Tennessee no more. So
Wow, that sucks for him. And thank you for saying that, General. I honestly did not know that. Obvious reasons. Didn't pay much attention to sports yesterday. But yeah, man, that sucks for him. I don't know honestly how bad it's going to suck for us this year. It could end up opening up opportunities we didn't know we had. I doubt it, but
he hasn't been playing good all year to begin
right,
with.
right. So did something happen yesterday? Was there a specific event that happened?
Well,
Or
I don't believe so. Well, it may have been. I honestly don't know because I didn't. The game wasn't even on TV. It was on like SEC Network Plus or something. So I
I
just,
mean,
I didn't really keep up with it myself. I
yeah.
just know after the game he was hurt and he was done, and
Well, somebody can, I'm sure, tell us about it. MEC asks if Vol fans are excited about Harrison Bailey from Marietta, Georgia. Not in the least, man. We could care less. Man, the Tennessee fan base is going nuts over this guy. I saw the Rocky Top Insider podcast with VR2. I watched part of that last night. They're convinced that he will start next year.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
I'm not so sure yet. You know, what's up, Bucky? We'll have to see.
I hope
Well,
so.
I mean, what if JG has a great camp, you know, and he beats him out? You still going to want the dude to start? I mean,
well,
I
I don't. I mean,
want the best guy for the job to start. How
I
about
do
that?
too. I mean, look, let's just be honest here. JG's just so inconsistent.
I know.
He's always been that way.
I know. I know. I get it. I understand. What's up, Sam? What's up, Matt? What's up, Bryant Denny? I've just got a soft spot for guys like him that battle their whole freaking career and stick through it, you know, and stay the course, as our boy Phil used to always say. It takes a lot of intestinal fortitude to go through what he's gone through. This not just this season, but 4 years, 4 different coordinators, catching absolute hell from the fan base, and that's why I got so emotional, I guess, after the Kentucky game.
Well, yeah.
I hope he comes back next year and starts and
He's
has an
coming.
amazing season.
He's not going anywhere.
Well, no, you didn't let me finish. I hope he comes back, starts, and has an amazing season. And we redshirt Harrison, and then the next year he's ready to go, and he comes in and gets us our first national championship since '98. Blah blah blah, and yada yada. And how you doing, Feltro?
Well, I think with some of the things that they have said, I think Harrison, in his mind, Bailey, I think he thinks he's going to be starting day one too. So
I'm sure he does. I mean, he probably looks at it like he'd be starting wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Not so sure how much of a fact that is, but
hey, Feltro, what's up?
We'll see. We got plenty of time between now and then. We got a bowl game to worry about. We've got at least one more JG start for the haters to deal with. Assuming JG starts, I don't see, outside of some kind of injury, I don't see any reason he wouldn't start in the bowl game. I mean,
unless he has a bad week practice or something.
I don't know that I'd even see it then. He'd have to have an awful week of practice, I think. Well, I mean, we're already in week 2 of 3 weeks of practice, so
yeah,
I haven't heard anything bad. Buck says if we get Darnell Washington, he'll shoot himself.
Yeah, I think a lot of us will.
Tiger Cat was at work last night, Feltro. She texted me after the stream last night. She texted me for a little bit. I'm not sure if she works tonight or not. If she's not working and she's at home, she'll be in here, I'm sure. Who writes for RTI? That would be a question for.
General says Nathaniel Rutherford, not a fan. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Well,
Whoa, $10 super chat from JT Thompson.
We all have our journalists that we do and don't like, so I understand you, General. Yeah, thank you, JT. Appreciate it very much. Merry Christmas to you too, sir. And hope God blesses you with all the good stuff and none of the bad. UJ still the team to beat in the East next year. I believe they are. UTU, UF, still a year away.
I don't think Florida's a year away. I think they're already there, but
they can contend next year. Sure, why not? Probably gonna have to have a few holes filled and a few questions answered, but
I don't think we're going to be contenders next year.
Yeah, I don't really understand why people would think that they wouldn't be a contender next year. Shit, they were a contender this year.
Yeah.
Contender, and I guess it depends on how you define contender.
Well,
We
I
were
mean,
not a contender this year, Carter. Uh,
um,
we were a contender for sixth place for a while.
yeah. I mean, we finished in third, which is that's fine. But I mean, eventually that's gotta get better.
Well, sure.
Um, and I'm not in years three of the Pruitt era will be next year. I don't know what the expectation level should be at this point. I want to wait till after the bowl game first, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and I think too we get caught up as fans. I think sometimes we put way too much stock in how one season finishes as to how the next season will start. Um, uh, what do you think about that? I mean, how much, let's say, how much do you think it depends on next year how we finish this bowl game, in your personal opinion?
How you're saying? How much does it?
Next year, how much does next season depend on how we finish this season? You follow me? Or are you
Um,
not following the question there?
I
Do
kind of
you
felt like you're asking if does this bowl game does it? Do you think it's going to be?
Is it
Um,
important to next year?
I
Does it have a lot to do with how we will start our season next year?
That's tough to answer, man. Because if you're looking
Nobody
at it,
said you couldn't, Captain. Go ahead, Carter.
if you're looking at it from, hmm,
That's
at the
a
end of the day, the being bowl eligible and going to the bowl game's huge because we get the extra practice. Um, that is important. Now, I don't know if it's. I don't. I can't answer if it's gonna. I don't know. That's up to the team and the coaching staff, I guess.
well. I mean, that's why I asked your personal opinion. Thanks for the super chat, Captain Trips. You can call in. Just we're not ready yet to do that. Well, I guess call in's not the right way to put it, but just hang in there. We'll get to some people here in a little bit. We got plenty of time. We're on. I'm on no time constraints right now. Um, well, I guess we're all on borrowed time, but you know what I mean. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
that what happens to start next year. How am I trying to say it? I don't think what happens in this bowl game will have one iota to do with how next season starts, barring obvious things like, you know,
An
career-ending
injury.
injuries, yeah, stuff like that, obviously. But what's up, Philly? I just think too much stock and emphasis is put into that when the bottom line is what happens at the beginning of next year will boil down to the work the kids put in the off season and the coaches and so on and so forth. And what the hell is going on with this thing? Um, but I get it. I understand. Obviously the 15 extra practices help. Um, Certainly couldn't hurt, other than of course the obvious. But rest in peace, Lamonte. That's not right, Christian. What's wrong with you? What happened to Catfish? He's been on a milk carton. He's doing the Facebook thing, I guess, Lou. Um, so anyway, we can move on from that question. You hear that every year. Well, we really need to win this bowl game to get next season kicked off in the right way. No, you don't. We could go out and get hammered by Indiana by 40 points and come out next year and have an amazing start to our season.
The thing that a
Um,
lot of people I see that are going off of, man, they want us to win this game because they want it to be like, see, in Jeremy Pruitt's second year, he went 8-5. In Butch Jones' second year, he went 7-6. They don't want it to be like, well, in Pruitt, if we lose, then it'll be the same record that Butch Jones had.
Shit. Say that again.
I said a lot of people are saying we really need to get this win so that he'll have a better record than Butch Jones had in his second year, 8-5.
Oh,
If we lose, then
okay.
it'll be the same record.
Yeah, which means absolutely nothing.
I agree.
That's for stat keepers and people that really, really, really hate Butch Jones. I don't know off of YouTube soon why. Let's see. I must have missed. Oh, General says he'll be off of YouTube soon. I don't know about all that. I don't think Catfish is going to be off of YouTube. Maybe.
That was one thing he told us though a while back, that he was wanting to get off of YouTube. I mean,
I think
not
he's
get
wanting
off,
to.
but
Yeah, I think he's wanting the emphasis not to be solely on YouTube. I think he's looking at some other platform.
No, he told us that he wanted to have it where he could just be in the background.
Oh, you mean him, himself, not his channel?
Yes.
Okay. We'll see. I hear you, SEC dog. Everybody loved Butch, and I still can't believe we fired him either. But the good thing is, we continue to support him and pay his bills and, buy his milk for him and his bread. So, we're taking care of the old Jones family quite handsomely.
Can't believe we fired him. Oh, my goodness.
I'm 99.9% sure that there can't be anybody that really believes that. Okay,
there was a few when he got fired.
Captain Trips, tell me what you're wanting to talk about down here. Or should we just drop the link and let him hop on in? Let's do that.
It's your channel.
We can always cut him out if we need to. There you go, Captain Trips. There's the link.
It's not a phone number, Trips. It's a link.
Yeah. You might have to set some stuff up before you come in. I don't know if you've ever used StreamYard or not.
If you're on your phone, you're just gonna have to do it on Safari. You can't do it through Google.
Wouldn't know how any of that works. Yeah, if you're still speaking to the whole Catfish thing, Uncle Lou, of course, we all wish our boy Catfish good luck in whatever endeavors, with or aside from or including or in addition to YouTube. But I really don't see, anybody that does this type of stuff, I think you almost have to have YouTube as a part of it. It's just too huge a platform.
Yeah.
There's Trips. Hang in there, Luke. We'll get Trips in here first and see what's up.
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh, not much, man. I'm just tired of you Tennessee fans, man.
Well, that's okay. A lot of people are. What are you tired of?
Well, you won a few easy games, but you're talking about you're going to beat Oklahoma, Florida, Georgia, and Alabama.
I have not heard one Tennessee fan say that.
Well, there was a few Tennessee fans in the chat saying they're going to beat all them teams now. Come on now.
I think they're trolling you, Captain Trips. I don't think there's a human alive that believes that shit.
Well, honestly, do you think you can beat Oklahoma?
No.
Really? I do. I think we can. I'm not saying I think we will, but I mean, Oklahoma hasn't proven shit next year. We don't know how good Rattler's going to be. May come
Y'all got Georgia early too, right?
Do what? Yeah, we get them second game, isn't it, Carter?
Oklahoma. Yeah. Oklahoma second game.
Oh, man, that's tough, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a tall order going to Norman.
Yes, sir.
Get that Patsy win to start with, hopefully. Hopefully, don't have it Georgia State repeat.
Think it's going to win the whole thing? LSU?
I do. No, this year, I think. What do you think, Carter?
I think LSU is going to beat Oklahoma, but I still think Ohio State's going to beat Clemson. That's just me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think people feels a little bit disrespected right now. I think that might step it up.
Yeah.
Clemson or OSU?
Clemson.
Yeah.
Trips, who's your team?
I'm a Gators fan.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll ask you the same question somebody, or hell, I don't think it was you that asked a little bit. Can Florida compete next year? Can they contend for the SEC East?
I don't know, man. I mean, Georgia's beaten us 3 years in a row, so it's just horrible right now. It's depressing.
Where's your
But
confidence level with Trask?
Yeah. Uncle Lou's Georgia Bulldogs, man. They're killing us every year, 3 years in a row. And I don't know, man. I don't know.
Where's your confidence level with Trask as your starter?
I'm very confident in Trask.
Do you feel 100% confident he's going to be the man next year?
I believe so. Yeah. But even if he's not, though, we have a backup. Emory Jones, he's okay. But then we have Anthony Richardson. He's coming in, too.
It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens.
But, hey, I have to go, sir. Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, you're welcome, brother.
All right, man.
Join us anytime. Thanks, Captain Trips. Luke, you're up. Batter up, sir. What you got tonight? Earth to Luke.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yep. What's going on?
Not much. Now, BVD, I wanted to get your thoughts on this. I know you just now found out about the Lamonte Turner injury.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what he has is he has a thematic outlet syndrome, and that's a progressive disorder in his nerve or muscle. One is either being pinched by the bones. So as a result, that's why you're not seeing him shoot a lot, why you didn't see him shoot a lot leading up to this.
That explains a lot.
Yes, because it hurts when he shoots a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's progressive, which means it gets worse over time. So the more he shoots, the worse it gets, and the more it hurts. And eventually, what I think, and he just now told Barnes, he told the media before he told Barnes about this. So he walked into the media room, the presser, and he told the media that he was going to go ahead and do the season-ending surgery because the pain had gotten so bad. So, personally, I think there's something that happened during that game where he went from, okay, I'm going to try to battle it out here until just a few more weeks. Then maybe I can get the season-ending surgery and make it better when Santiago Vescoli comes in here and takes over.
You're not.
And if you're not familiar with,
you're not telling me that yesterday is the first time Rick Barnes found out about this situation, are you?
Yesterday was I'm saying yesterday was the first time Rick Barnes found out that he was going to do it. He told the media before Barnes.
Okay, gotcha.
Obviously, Barnes knew about the shoulder situation.
That was what the way you were speaking. I thought maybe, that Barnes just found out yesterday. That would be some seriously jacked up stuff.
Yeah, and so basically what Tennessee has now is they've had a commit for a while from over there in Europe. His name is Santiago Vescoli, and he's going to come over here in probably whenever the next semester starts. So he's going to get here in a couple of days. And he plays point guard, so I think he can take the pressure off of Josiah James, the true freshman, because obviously you can't have one point guard and that being the true freshman for basketball. That would just be absurd. The plan originally was to sit Vescovi this year, but obviously I don't think that's going to happen now because, you have one point guard. You're going to have another one. Either that or somebody's going to have to convert over to point guard. So going forward, the goals for this team has drastically lowered.
Maybe for the fans, I don't think you want your team to lower their goals. I think you want somebody on your team to elevate and step up. That's my opinion.
Lamonte Turner was supposed to be the leader for this team,
mm-hmm.
and he's now gone. He never really got into the groove of things. He's gone now. That was probably either your best or your second best player. He is now gone.
Well, you still got Bowden that can lead. You still got guys on that team that can lead.
The problem with Bowden is that he's not a leader. He disappears for entire halves of games.
I will, Feltro. Hang on.
He just disappears. When he was going through his slump last year, he had that long period of time where he was great, contributing about 13 points a game, and then he just disappeared and was averaging roughly 2 a game. Mm-hmm. You can't have that as from a leader. Personally, I'd like to get for them to get Josiah James more involved with the offense. Now, obviously, they're playing him a point, but I would like to see him take more shots because from what little we've seen of him this far, he's been fairly good. And this is obviously a rebuilding year, but I think this is just a gateway going into next year. I think.
Yeah.
When they bring in the next recruiting class or the best recruiting class in Tennessee history.
Yeah, we'll see. I was going to bring Lou into the fold here, but he backed out of the room. So if he wants to hop in here with us, he's certainly welcome. I know you didn't come in just to talk basketball, Luke. Come on now. We're not ready to go down that road, are we?
Well, I mean, I've always been a big Tennessee basketball fan.
Well, sure. We all are.
I mean, you got to remember.
Except for those shitheads that are Tennessee football fans that choose to root for Duke or Kentucky or, somebody else like that in basketball.
But you got to think, in my lifetime, Tennessee has had way more success in basketball than they have in football.
That's a great point, Luke. I never even thought about that. You're right.
Yeah.
The best season I remember is 8-4. I mean, in the Jones years.
Billy, you go back farther than Don DeVoe, dude. I can remember Ray Mears. I mean, surely you can remember Ray Mears. He's the main man for getting Tennessee basketball put on the map.
I
And
still
it's a
got
small map.
I still got an old button from, I guess the students made it that says DeVoe's got to go.
Hey, there was some DeVoe love going on back in the day. He's basically the reason Thompson Bowling Arena exists.
I was talking to Catfish, it was yesterday, I think, and he said something that I just disagreed with completely. I wanted to get your thoughts on this. He said that Conzo Martin was better than Rick Barnes.
He's trolling you, man.
Yeah, he's got to be.
He was serious.
No,
it was on the show.
There's no way.
He was on there with Billy, and he was dead serious. I didn't even ask about it. He just said it out of blue. I think Conzo Martin, he's really underrated. He's one of the best coaches I think we've had here. He said that he just hasn't gone anywhere where he can succeed. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
He didn't succeed here. Really?
Exactly.
Well, I think he got unjustifiably ran off. But we have a habit of doing that here.
Well,
we could see where the program was headed from. We could see where the trajectory of the program was.
The last Carter?
The last season he was there, we should have made the tournament, but didn't.
Well, thank you, Radiant Noah. I appreciate that. Confidence building there for the stream. Now I done fucked my head up and I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, Conzo, he's got to be trolling you. Come on.
He's not, no, I didn't even ask him. He just said it on his live stream.
Well,
and I was talking to him afterwards. I said, "Were you serious?"
We'll have to.
Yeah, he just hasn't known where he could succeed.
I have to do some investigating on that at some other point. Lou, if you want to get back on here, hop back on. Your minions are calling for you. But tell me what you know about Indiana football. That's what I want to know.
Well, I can tell you they all 8 of their wins are against teams that have losing records.
Mm-hmm.
This is their first game, I think, since the 90s.
80s, I believe.
I mean, first Florida Bowl ever in history.
Oh, I thought you were talking about since the last time we played them. My bad.
88 was the last time we played them. Thanks again, Captain Trips. You are probably correct at this point. He said ETSU has the best basketball team in the state of Tennessee right now. Now, I don't know. We'll see in March.
I mean, ETSU's not a bad team. I mean, they went into LSU and just manhandled them.
Yeah, beat them by double digits.
So we got Auburn's the only SEC team left undefeated, I do believe.
Yeah.
And they're one of only 3 or 4 or so in the country left undefeated.
Jerry Palm has Kentucky out of the tournament, and that was before they lost to.
That's just stupid. That's the most ridiculous thing I think I've heard in many years. What were you going to say, Carter?
I was gonna say about Kentucky losing to Ohio State, but
Yeah, they're
I
on a
don't.
losing
I
streak.
I don't know, man. I think they're gonna make the tournament.
Well, obviously, I think they're going to make the tournament. I
Yeah, I
just don't
mean,
know who has them out.
that's stupid to me. I mean,
I mean, if
that's
Kentucky's out,
almost a
that means
form of
Tennessee's got to
trolling.
be out, right? If Kentucky's out, Tennessee has to be out, right?
Yeah,
After the last 2 weeks.
certainly. They have Kentucky has a very strong chance of having a 3-game losing streak before Christmas. Well, no, it wouldn't be before Christmas. Louisville's got a chance of putting them on a 3-game skid, and
They won't lose to you.
After
Where's
losing
the?
to Evansville, who the hell knows?
I mean, Louisville. I don't know if they still are, but at one point they were the #1 team in the country. I mean, do you know where that game is?
No, but
Well,
go.
I was
Somebody
gonna
go.
say what was Kentucky's last game before? Who did Kentucky play last before Ohio State?
Utah State.
Utah State, and they beat them, right?
No, they lost.
No, they
They
lost. It
lost.
was Utah, wasn't it? It was Utah, not Utah State.
It was Utah.
Yeah.
So that's 4
Yeah.
losses for them, or 3?
No, they've got 3 right now.
Yeah, Evansville Purple Aces.
Yeah.
Utah,
That game-
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember now because that game was played at like 11 o'clock at night. It was the tip off.
I guess we got Lou talking about Guess Who in there, and I agree with what you said a few minutes ago, Lou. That dude's getting really hard for me to watch. I'm gonna take my own mod away in there, if that's even possible.
I thought Lou was coming on.
I thought he was too. He's still in the comments. He was in the quote unquote back room. You're still welcome to hop in here, Lou, if you want to.
Here, I'm gonna hop out of here so Luke can come on. Okay.
Well,
All right, thank
appreciate
you,
it. Talk to you soon. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got somebody brought the dinner, or Zoe texted him and said he was on his way to the front door, or I don't know what happened.
Well, that'd be something to see.
Yeah, I don't. I think you said you don't watch him. It's pretty amazing, actually, to watch the way he talks to some people, and how the hell that dude's gotten over 11,000 subscribers, I do not understand. I mean, you just have to go watch a couple of streams or videos.
Is he still pissed at Lou?
I don't think that's ever going to change.
I mean, is he still bringing them up in like every damn video?
At some point, it's always going to come up.
Oh.
I mean, every one I've watched, it's come up at some point. But that's an argument for those guys to have and us to enjoy. I would like to see those two face off somehow, some way. That would, well, no, it would be you wouldn't be able to hear anything, because I think Lou would be talking and he'd be, and Zoe would be yelling. What's up, Alonzo?
Yeah, good morning in that. Can you hear me in that?
Yeah, what you got going on in the background there?
Oh, I was in the house on accident. They let me in for a few minutes. Don't worry, I'm back outside now.
I was going to say that had to be temporary.
Yeah, they can only take me in small doses.
Right.
So, about like most of my viewers.
I tell you what, man, but between your family and your neighbors, I don't see how you get anything accomplished.
Man, it's a miracle. It's amazing. Yeah. No, I tried to come in when that Florida tater was in here. I have some breaking news about Dan Mullen.
Okay.
You might be aware of this, BVD. I don't know. I know you follow the NFL more than most. Of course, Cowboys lost today, so bad day for Cowboy Nation.
Great day for everyone else.
Right. Jason, looks like Jason Garrett's on the way out. I mean, they kept him way too long. Everyone
Is that
knows.
official now?
Oh no. This is
Okay.
just this is just the birds are tweeting. Let's just put it that way.
Gotcha.
But word on the street, Jerry Jones has his eye on Dan Mullen. Listen, Jerry Jones loves coaches that can't win divisions.
That was set up nicely.
When you say his eye, like the eye of Saruman kind of thing.
So it's Dan Mullen to Dallas is really starting to pick up some steam here.
Wouldn't that be just absolutely freaking hilarious if that did actually happen? I mean,
yeah, almost as funny. Almost as funny as Georgia having the best basketball player in America. What do you think about that?
That's nuts.
Yeah, crazy, right?
I mean, that's the opinion. That's the opinion of some people.
Yeah, I don't keep up with basketball nearly to the extent I do with football. But I saw a stat today.
Except when Tennessee loses, though, right?
Yeah, I keep up with that because I'm contractually obligated to make a video anytime something bad happens to Tennessee.
You don't get your check if you don't do that.
That's right. Yeah, but I saw some stat today where it said I don't even remember exactly what the stat was. It was something like this many points and this many steals and this many rebounds and this many blocks or something, and only 2 people in NCAA history had done it: Zion Williamson and Anthony Edwards.
Wow.
So I know enough about college basketball to know that Zion Williamson was really good. Like what was that, last year? I guess
last year. So I'm assuming this dude's a freshman, right?
Yeah, Anthony Edwards. Yeah, he'll be a one and done. He'll be a one and done guy. He was the number 1 or 2 recruit. I think he was out of Atlanta, and Atlanta puts out a lot of good basketball players. We just never get them because we have a terrible basketball program.
They always go up to Kentucky.
Right. If we could get and the thing with basketball, I mean, it's not like you need 5 All-Americans. I mean, you need more than 1 good player, but like you get 1 or 2, you can go on a pretty good run.
Oh, certainly.
What's Georgia's record right now?
What are they, 7-3?
Okay.
7-4. But man, they got a tough stretch of games. I think we play like Georgia Southern or something tomorrow, and then we don't play till January. But our first 4 games in January are against ranked teams: Memphis, you guys, Kentucky, and can't remember who the other one is. But 4 ranked games in a row to start off January. So, but I mean, we'll lose most of those. We're not a good team. I mean, Anthony Edwards is amazing, but we're not a very good team. I still have hope we can maybe get it together a little bit and maybe win enough games to make the NCAA tourney. People like to troll me about our basketball team. My only goal is to make the tournament as a Georgia fan. I mean, I'm realistic when it comes to basketball. Like, I just want to make the tourney.
Well, so does everyone else.
Yeah.
They need to expand the tournament. They need to expand the tournament to 70 teams. It's not fair for the 69th and the 70th team not to get in. I mean, a lot of years the 69th and the 70th team are just as good as the 65th, 66th, 67th, and 68th team.
I think they should do like hockey and high school football and just put every team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's literally not every team, but yeah, I mean.
Right. Yeah. Christmas right around the corner here.
It is. It is. I guess you can't say it. What do you think's under the tree for Uncle Lou? Is there going to be any surprise packages? Not from Alonzo waiting for you?
Oh God, Alonzo. Yeah, we could talk about him in a minute. No, Mrs. Lou usually does pretty good. I don't usually ask for a whole lot for Christmas, but Mrs. Lou usually does a pretty good job. She usually gets me some good stuff. I did ask for a new wallet this year, which is I'm very excited about that.
I think you do need a new wallet, man. Carter. He needs somewhere to put all them super chats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know you're getting old, man, when you start asking for a new wallet.
Yeah.
When you start asking for socks, it's over.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yep. Socks
Especially
and
like
underwear.
warm socks.
Yeah.
But no,
Well,
it'll be good. Kids are out of school. Their last day was Friday, so they're
So, do y'all have any
excited.
kind of Lou traditions for the Lou family? Is there something y'all always do that's unique?
Not really unique. We spend every Christmas Eve with my in-laws, Mrs. Lou's parents, and we spend Christmas Day with my family. But we don't. I mean, we eat and open presents, and we don't really have anything that
Right.
everybody else doesn't do. Nothing too exciting.
How's
other than
How's the
usual.
in-laws situation with you? Is it the in-laws that you love them? I mean, I know you probably love them, but like, is it like you can't be around them but for so long, or how does?
Oh no. Well, we get along. We get along well, and
That's good.
yeah, and which is a testament to them because they have plenty of reason to hate me.
I'm gonna say he's got them snowed.
Yeah, I mean, we were married in 2005. I've mentioned this before. People rarely ask me about it, but I was married in 2005 and divorced in 2010 or 11, and we were separated for 3 or 4 years, and then back together in like 2015, I think, something like that. And they never treated me any different the second time around than they did first time around. So it's worked out good. It's worked out good. Yeah.
Did you still have much contact with them in between?
Not other than they watched the kids a lot because obviously Mrs. Lou works. So like a lot of times when I would come to pick the kids up, like a lot of times I would go pick them up from their house. And I mean, we stayed friendly, like it's not like I would just pull up in the driveway and they send the kids outside. I'd go in and stay for 10 or 15 minutes and talk to them. How you doing? How you been? That kind of thing. We always, I mean, when we first separated, there was some tension, between my parents and Mrs. Lou, and between me and Mrs. Lou's parents, and because everybody has their side of the story, when something like that happens. But
yeah,
so there was a little bit of tension in the beginning, but that didn't last long. We did a really good job of even when we were separated of co-parenting. Like I had a schedule, like I get the kids on these days and that time or whatever, but we never went by that. If I was off and I wanted to get the kids, a phone call, I'd call and say, hey, I'm off for a couple of days. Can I come get the kids? Yeah, come get them. That kind of thing. So it was, we handled it. I mean, it's never an ideal situation for parents to be separated, but I think we handled it the best we could have given the circumstances,
Right.
Appreciate Captain Trips again for the $5 super chat. Lou has been divorced twice since Georgia's last championship. Appreciate it, Camel Toes. Good to see you in the house.
That's what the Florida fan said.
Yeah, I had a smart ass comment myself that I was going to throw out there, but damn it, Captain Trips made me forget it. Here's what people really want to know. Lou, do the in-laws watch Uncle Lou, or do we know? My
father-in-law will watch it every once in a while. He's a casual college football fan. He's not like us, but he's from West Virginia, so he likes West Virginia. He was a big Bobby Bowden fan for a lot of his life. So and Mrs. Lou went to Florida State while Bobby Bowden was there. So he's a Florida State fan and a West Virginia fan. I guess we actually were gonna go to the West Virginia Tennessee game last season.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, he has family up there that can get tickets, but they weren't able to get us 2 extra, so we ended up not going. But yeah, we were gonna go.
Perfect for General Valtard.
Yeah, it would have been great. My father-in-law would have loved walking around Charlotte, North Carolina with General Valtard all day.
So we had some outstanding. I'm gonna call them outstanding. Some outstanding bowl games that got us started this weekend. Someone asked me a few minutes ago what I thought or something about the Boise State Washington game. I'm not at all surprised, of course, that Washington won that game. I was just surprised at how bad they beat Boise.
Yeah, that surprised me too.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Boise this year, but they generally do pretty good in these bowl games. And
well, yeah, they were ranked all year, had the 1 loss most of the year. I mean, they were a contender for that New Year's Six Bowl up until the last couple of weeks of the season. But you know what I think it is?
Like 7-5 or something going into the game. Somewhere in that neighborhood.
They were 7-5. Washington was 7-5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think Washington really showed up. I talk about this all the time. I've talked about it with you guys. You don't. A lot of these teams, man, you don't know what type of motivation they have going in these bowl games. It makes it hard to pick. But I think Washington really wanted to send Chris Peterson out a winner for whatever reason. Which isn't that a weird situation? Why is he retiring?
Is he retiring, or is he maybe got something else he's gonna go that he's not telling?
Well, yeah, I mean that's always the rumor, right? I mean that's what people said about Bob Stoops. Meanwhile, the guy's still watching TV every weekend. I mean, I know he's in the XFL, but let's get real about that. So I don't know, but so Chris Peterson hasn't said anything publicly that he has another job lined up, or
he's going to join up. He's going to join forces with Urban Meyer, and they're going to go coach somewhere.
That would be a deadly combination.
Show up together. Yeah, I wouldn't want no part of that.
Yeah.
Who did win the damn Appy State game last night, by the way?
Who'd they play?
UAB.
I think App State won that one.
Another thrilling, exciting, edge of your seat bowl game.
Liberty beat Georgia Southern. I was mad as hell.
Give me the score in there, Snake. Did they cover the spread? We got one saying App, we got one saying UAB. Great. Okay. Now, what was the score, Toad? I think the spread was 16 or 16.5 or something like that.
While you're waiting on the answer, so Uncle Lou, is Mrs. Lou a FSU fan?
She could care less about football, and that works out great.
Yeah.
She really doesn't care. She hasn't watched more than 5 minutes of a football game. I couldn't tell you when.
But we have seen that she will put the Georgia gear on for you and go support them. And
oh yeah. She's been to a few Georgia games with me and stuff, and she'll wear like her Georgia shirt or something around the house on game days. But she really could care less.
So basically, if Florida State came to Uncle Louville and they played an impromptu scrimmage with Georgia in Lou's backyard, she wouldn't show up on the deck.
Yeah, well, we got 2 games scheduled with him, and we're going to go to the one in Tallahassee.
Hey, will she pull for FSU, or will she just kind of not? If
I had to guess right now, I would say she'll probably wear some type of FSU something, but like she doesn't know the difference between a field goal and a punt, like that. So she doesn't even know. Yeah, she does. She doesn't even know enough about football to troll me about it. Like, let's say Florida State were to, in theory, win that game. She doesn't even know enough about it to troll me. And she went to she did her undergrad at FSU. Then guess where she got her master's? South Carolina.
Really?
Whee!
Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say something like Florida, but
I think she's the only person that's ever graduated from there.
Might be. No, I think Zoe did. Oh no, wait, he just lives there. My bad.
Zoe. Yeah. Listen, every single Alonzo stream for the last 3 weeks is exactly the same. 40% cry about Uncle Lou, 40% beg for donations and cry about a laptop that you're about to get fixed for the last 9 months, and 20% yell at the top of your lungs about how real you are.
What's up, D4? I'm amazed sometimes. You know, you ever been in a situation where you're out somewhere and you see a couple arguing or something, you know, and it gets so bad that it almost makes you embarrassed. You
Yeah.
know, that's the way I feel sometimes watching his streams, the way he talks to some of the people.
And everything bad or negative or whatever that happens to him is because of his color. And I can't stand people like that, whether they're black or white. I can't stand that. His newest thing now is he watches all these other YouTubers and they get all kinds of donations, but then he does a stream and no one donates, and he knows why it is.
No, you know,
like, dude,
maybe you shouldn't threaten people, you know.
And here's the thing.
Or cry.
I don't ever ask for donations, and it's aggravating. Like, even before me and him got into it, and I used to watch his streams, I used to get so aggravated watching his streams, I would have to click off because no one wants to sit there and watch somebody like make quality content and entertain people. People will donate. Maybe it's 1 or 2 people. Maybe it's 10 or 20, depending on how many people are watching or, you know, how long you've been doing YouTube or whatever. There's a lot that goes into it. But no one wants to watch an hour stream and 30 minutes of it is the host complaining about no one donating. It makes it harder for everyone else when there's somebody like him out there that basically the only reason he goes live is to beg for donations, to get his supposedly to get his every time he talks about his laptop, it costs more. I remember 6 months ago when that laptop cost him $1,500. The last I heard, it cost him $2,800. $2,800 for a
$2,800 laptop.
Jesus Christ! And then he said and he lied. I mean, he can't help it. He's a serial liar. He lies more. He could be president of the United States. That's how much he lies. Type. But what was I saying?
Has an important question, Lou.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Very important question. Thanks for the super chat, Camel Toes. He wants to know who your favorite soccer team is.
Soccer team. I don't really watch like team soccer. I just watch international soccer, and I usually root for Germany unless they're playing America. Now I root for the USA, but I'm not really into soccer.
There's a point to that, and of course I was in there the other night when he was trying to get you to say that. I still want to hear from him what this is all about. But thanks, Kevin 033 and JT Thompson. Tiger Cat is here, JT says. Squash, I'll pull it as soon as possible. Tiger Cat's got her own little fan base over here on my channel. I love it.
Yeah, but back to Alonzo though. Back to this serial liar. So apparently he sent his laptop off last week. That's what he's telling people now. So let's see how long.
What's he streaming on?
Well, he hasn't been streaming on his laptop, according to him, since April when someone got mad at him and dumped a glass of water on it. That's why his laptop hasn't been working, and he's been begging for donations to get it fixed since April.
Someone got mad at him and dumped a glass of water on it.
That's what he said in April. So he's been begging for donations to get it fixed since April, and he claims he sent it off last week. So we'll see. And we all know that's not true. He didn't send the damn thing off. He lies every time he opens his mouth. Listen, you can watch Alonzo for 5 minutes. Is there anybody on planet Earth that would watch Alonzo for 5 minutes and actually believe that somebody gave him a press pass? Stop it, Alonzo. You're embarrassing yourself.
I didn't hear that one. That's new.
He claims he has a press pass. Stop it. He's buying
somebody for one.
Yeah. Stay tuned to Alonzo 1219 in 2020. He just bought a camcorder. He said he just ordered a camcorder. He's going to 7-on-7 camps all over the country this off season. Yeah, he's going to video to 7-on-7 camps with a camcorder. He said, geez, I wonder how long he had to save up to get a camcorder.
Now, Uncle Lou, some people do still call them camcorders.
Well, point is, I'm excited about the possibilities over there on Alonzo 1219.
You ain't fooling me, man. I know you got a front row seat for that 7-on-7 stuff.
Oh man, the underwear Olympics. I love it.
Yeah, I never got the 7-on-7 shit myself. Anyway, I mean, I get it, but I mean,
I think if you're a college coach or scout or whatever, I see a benefit in it. Like they're a lot smarter than us. They can watch 7-on-7s, and there's certain things they can tell about people.
well, sure, that's
but
your job.
Yeah, but the hell am I gonna go to a 7-on-7 camp for? I don't. I'm not.
You're definitely not going to go to a 7-on-7 camp to watch somebody run the ball.
You know what? Man, how exciting is this going to be though? 7-on-7 camps on Alonzo 1219 with him giving his commentary on the Underwear Olympics. Amazing! I can't wait.
When is that bowl game with who they playing? Louisiana Tech.
I
sometime.
I think you know what?
That.
I think it's when's Christmas? Wednesday? I think it's Thursday or Friday.
Okay, I'd never heard of this dude until the thing happened with you, and I mean, apparently he's been doing this for a little while. Anyway, I heard last night he was the first ever Miami Hurricane fan on YouTube.
He's the realist. He's the realist.
Well, I mean, we know that.
Yeah, he's built different.
He's built different.
But quit lying to these people about how you don't know nothing about Alonzo when you're a mod on his channel. So let's.
I am the only person in the world that ever got freaking mod status from somebody without saying a damn word. That still amazes me. He must have got me confused with somebody else.
Let's just be honest with the people here. You're in all his streams. You're his biggest donator. He made you mod. He threatens to take mods away from people if they don't donate. And on top of that, after he live streams and the video posts to YouTube as a video, all the mods have to go to the video and leave comments.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a selfish son.
And he was getting on to him last time I watched him. He was getting on to all the mods. He was like, I told y'all I wanted y'all going to these videos after they upload and leave comments. And today, before I went live, I went on my last 3 or 4 videos I did. I scrolled through the comments, and it's only about 2 or 3 mods that's even commented. And the ones that did comment only commented one time. I'm an angry black man.
How in the hell does he keep gaining subscribers? Cardi, you got to go spend 30, 40 minutes.
I have been ever since this feud started.
Thanks again, Kevin, for the super chat.
He's a selfish, dumb son of a bitch.
And he blocks anybody, even Miami fans, who disagree with anything he says. Like, if somebody thinks it's the defense's fault and he thinks it's the offense's fault, he'll just block them.
Slim wants to know what his channel name is. We're just gonna keep getting the guy more subs.
Alonzo 12. If you search for Alonzo 1219, you'll find it. I don't know what the actual name is. It's something along those lines.
Yeah, that'll surely be the first thing to pop up. Thanks for the comment too, Kevin. Georgia's about to have the #1 class. Let's super chat BVD like we do Lou. He deserves it. Thanks, Kevin. That means a lot, brother. Especially coming from you after I called you a nut hugger. I take the nut hugger comment back, okay? I officially denounce my nut hugger comment. Radiant Noah wants Lou's opinion on FIU losing the bowl. Thanks, Camel Toe.
I'm not surprised at all. They're a terrible team. I mean, they beat Miami, but so did Duke and Georgia Tech. I mean, come on.
Who did the FIU beat?
Miami.
No, in their bowl game.
Oh, I think they lost the bowl game.
We know they beat Miami.
Yeah, they beat Miami. Well, so did everybody else.
Did you watch any of the, I think it was Division II championship the other day? Minnesota State and who the hell were they playing? That was a pretty good game, actually. It was Minnesota State and somebody. And somebody had like a 3-touchdown lead going into the fourth quarter. And it got down to the wire, man. They came back, and it was a pretty exciting game. It was way more exciting than any of these shitty bowl games I've seen so far. But I don't know how many of us college football fans actually watch those Division II games and the FCS playoffs. Those are some of the most exciting football games you get this time of year. What do you think, Carter and Lou? I asked you both this, and you both probably told me, and I just don't remember. What would your opinion be on having FBS and the big boys? Okay, the playoff teams. What would you guys think about doing the same kind of playoff as they do in Division II, a 5-game playoff?
Why?
Maybe it's 4. I don't know.
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
Has it always been a no for you, or was there a time? See, like back in the day, I used to say, man, why can't we have a playoff just like those guys? You know, I get it now, but I know there's some people out there that would still like to see that. And I know it's part of it got to do with the bowl games. That's why you guys don't want to see it, or what's up? Give your reasons.
Um,
Hello.
I guess the bowl games, yeah, that's one thing, but I don't know. How many teams or what they got? 32 teams that make it.
Shit. I don't know if it's that many or not. I know it does end up being 14 or 15 games.
32 sounds right because you would play
Yeah.
down to 16, then 8, then 4, then 2, then 1. That would be 5
Yeah.
games.
I just don't think. I think 32. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I thought it would be okay. It'd be cool if we had 8-team playoff.
What's
8
up, Tom?
teams, but no more than that.
I mean, I think 8's coming. I don't know when. I don't know. You know, when's the contract up on this one?
2025.
Okay.
What did y'all think?
They'll expand and go to 8 then, I think. It's too much money. Speaking of money, did y'all see the CBS told the SEC to kick rocks, man? $300 million from ESPN. CBS was only paying $50 million. Jeez.
So no more the greatest little jingle. You know,
no more Gary Danielson also in 2. Most people be happy about that, I guess.
I'm glad we don't have to listen to freaking Brad Nessler. I can't stand that guy. He's boring as shit. And what's up, D4, by the way?
Who do you think CBS will pick up? You think they'll just do like just regional games, or they'll just do random ones? Because I mean, where do you think CBS goes from here? Do you think they'll just do like any game, like a Pac-12 game, a Big 12 game, or
they'll have to pick, I would imagine they'd try to pick somebody up. I don't know who it'll be. I mean, you know, the Big 12 and Fox. I mean, the Big 12 and the Big 10 have the deal with Fox, and then the ACC has the deal with ABC.
I think Big 10 plays on ABC also, don't they? Now, some.
Yeah. Well, a lot of several conferences have to deal with ABC because of the tie-in with ESPN.
Yeah. Okay. Keep forgetting about that. Jesus.
But anyway, I gotta run. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays before I go. Big shout out. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I was just say, yeah, Happy Holidays to you and your family.
Yeah, yes, thank you. I hope y'all get what you want, not what you deserve. Okay, but for my big finish, let's try this today. Shout out to my biggest fan, that snitch asshole, Alonzo1219. I ball so hard, GBA wants to find me. But first, they gotta find me. What's $1 million to a motherfucker like me? Can a cracker remind me? Have a great day.
Wow. Well, I don't know if he's completely left. I know he's left us right now, but if you're still in here, Lou, Tiger Cat has a very, very, very important question. Thanks for the super chat, Tiger Cat. She said, can you ask Lou if I can have his LSU championship hat after he's done with it? I never got my shirt from being a Patreon. Wow. I need to Carter, you need to come hold my damn hand and find out how this Patreon shit works. I've tried and just, you know, I think I need to go back to night school and take basic internet 101.
Yes, you do.
How to turn the computer on. No, I'm not that bad. Close, but not that bad.
No, but you see, even if you went back to school for something like that, you'd get so frustrated.
I'm getting better at that.
I really have to believe that when I see it.
Well, mister, you just have to take my word for it. How long has it been since you've seen me break anything in a video?
Well, that's because you lost your passion.
Yeah, well, shit, that's right. I forgot. Actually, me and John was talking about that, watching the Dallas game when they lost. Our good friend, our mutual good friend up in Ohio is a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, and he said, I wonder if he just broke his remote when they lost. And I don't do that anymore. I used to break stuff too, but I can't remember the last time I broke anything over a Tennessee football game. I would have at the Georgia State game had we not been at the tap house. I mean, I was looking for something in my car to break that night. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say. Well, first, I mean, I mean, it doesn't even have to be breaking things. Just like your emotional rant videos of you being just pissed off and yelling, or in the same way when we win, you being screaming happy.
Well, I mean, when we get back to consistently winning, I think that's when all that will turn around. Because I mean, I think you've even said this. The last couple of years, man, losing just doesn't. I don't want to use the word hurt, but losing the last few years hasn't made me as mad as it would have in the past, because we almost got to the damn point where we expect it. And that sucks, man.
Yeah.
I do not at all enjoy going into a football game either knowing my team's going to lose or being, 99% sure we're either going to lose this game or, we're going to be in it and get our fucking hearts crushed at the end. That's the part I can't stand, is
Right.
being in one and getting it ripped out at the end of the game. What's up, Michael Rector? Let's see if anybody in the comments I missed or haven't seen or acknowledged. Dylan Blurton. Tomahawk. I think so. I'm Captain Trips, of course. First blocked Zoe Mod. Love the name. Of course, Tiger Cat. I think a Brutus Buckeye in the house. Eric Twyman. SEC Dog in the house. I think everybody else that I'm seeing here, we've talked to or read comments from tonight.
Yeah. That Brutus Buckeye, he's been in here for just about the whole show, it seems like.
Yeah, Snake Spencer. John Brooks was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still in here. What's up? Shout out to John. If you're not a John Brooks subscriber, go subscribe to John Brooks. John Brooks is an awesome guy. Go subscribe to John Brooks. If you don't know who John Brooks is, you need to go subscribe to John Brooks. John Brooks, John Brooks. Someone needs to make a GBA most wanted list on YouTube. Somebody fill me in here, dog. What am I missing? What is GPA? Do you know, Carter? No,
Grade point average?
No, GBA.
Oh.
Great balls of ass. I don't know. Going berserk, Alonzo. Somebody clue me in on the GBA. I think it may have something to do with him.
Radiant Noah says Vandy is back. Why is Vandy back? What'd they do?
I think he meant back to sucking ass. Uncle Lou's still in. Oh, Uncle Lou or Zoe said he was reporting you to the GBA. Okay.
Uncle Lou wanted us to read something, I think. He said, okay, I hate to do this, but just so everyone knows, I do send the Patreon shirts when it was Kat's turn.
Oh.
She didn't want one at the time. She wanted to wait. I'm not going to say why, out of respect.
I dropped the link, Feltro. I dropped the link for you in there, Tiger. Billy's threatening me now. He's telling me we better leave Zoe alone. Hey, only one negative long snapper comment from Billy Cole tonight, and that wasn't even a negative. Hey, if you're still in here, D4, get on Billy Cole's ass. He's been talking shit about our boy ever since signing day. What's going on, Miss Tiger Cat?
Oh, not much. I just wanted to explain my last comment. This was not a diss on Uncle Lou, okay? I'm sure I have talked to him about the shirt thing. I have. And thank you, Uncle Lou, for not saying why I didn't want the shirt yet. But before I recently had to depatronize or depatronize because Christmas is coming up and I'm trying to save some cash, but I'm still spending money. So I'm probably gonna I'm gonna have to go back on because I'm gonna have to watch these bowl games with him because it's just too much fun. But I had more than 2 months of the $20 a month one, right? So you get a t-shirt. But I was waiting because I didn't plan on using. Okay. So I sent him a message on Patreon saying since I had to quit for a little while, I will be back. Since I was on Patreon for a few months with the $20 Patreon thing, can I still get a t-shirt? Because we were supposed to get one this year, and then he was going to start fresh in January. I'm not dissing you, Uncle Lou, but
He just said to tell you to email him because he can't see your email or he can't see it on Patreon anymore.
okay, well, but I sent it before I quit Patreon, and he didn't respond. So I didn't know if he just didn't see it or whatever. But my point is, when I saw he got that LSU championship hat and he was just going to wear it through the bowl games, I thought I'd rather have that instead. No offense to Uncle Lou, but if I walk around town with a Lou Tube shirt, now look, let me tell you this. Every college football fan that I know, I tell about Uncle Lou. Okay. But I'm going to be honest. When the first time I saw Uncle Lou and I saw him wearing a Lou Tube shirt, I saw lube. I saw lube. It just like all put together. Okay.
Oh
So,
boy.
and I live, okay, I've said this before. I live on the border, you know, nobody's going to know what that is.
Hey
But I
Jamie.
don't mind being a walking advertisement for LouTube, okay? But I already tell people about him who I know love college football. But down here, like we've talked about before, I've talked about it with D4. They are mostly high school college football fans and pro football fans.
Well, hell, you need to
So
tell all them people about BVD then if they're high school people. Hell yeah. What's up, Camel Toe? I wondered who
That's
you
a
were.
real fucking cool story. Here's a better story. Zoe is a bastard. He is so afraid of Lou that it is fucking amazing how afraid of Lou Zoe is, and he should be, because the Lou Tube army is bigger than anything Zoe will ever be able to come up with in his life. He is a nothing nobody that needs to pull out guns. This motherfucker seriously needs to pull out guns and
Well,
flash them
I
on
mean,
fucking screen.
honestly, he should be grateful. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
I'm sure that the
BVD,
subscribers have grown since this all started.
BVD, you know it has. He comes on there and still begs Lou for attention. And Lou told him, and BVD, you've been knowing me as long as anybody's been knowing me. I've been doing videos for over 6 years, and you've been watching me for that long. And it's the same way. If somebody wants to piss me off, I don't stop. I am tenacious. I go in and I don't quit. And Zoe has asked Lou, he has literally asked Lou, will you please kick my ass continuously? And he is going to get exactly what he has asked for. He has pretty much signed, sealed, and delivered a fucking invitation for Uncle Lou to kick his fucking nuts up into his fucking windpipe. And Lou is going to oblige. He's gonna give him every bit that he wants and then some. And you're right, BVD. Zoe, I'm sure Zoe is picking up subscribers off of it. I'm sure
I
he's
mean,
getting.
I don't know how many people are going to go over there from Uncle Lou and stay. I mean,
But
I'd never heard of him until then. But I'm getting
me
to a
neither.
point now where I can't. I mean, I just every time I go over there, you know, I try to go in with a open mind. But
Yeah,
as soon as
open
he
mind
starts
and open
talking
heart.
about the fucking when he starts demanding donations and I don't know.
And breaking up guns.
I must have missed that one.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Lou uses it as one of his cutaways. Is Zoe sitting there with his? He's got 2 damn guns. He's got 2 handguns, and one of them got a damn laser sight set up on it.
Yeah.
And then Lou put Grady's face over it.
What are you gonna say, Kat?
Well, no, I was gonna ask Camel Toast. You know, I've seen that picture, and y'all remember when Catfish got in trouble for, you know, what people in his chat room were saying, just even mentioning guns? How does this guy not get in trouble for showing guns on YouTube?
Thank you. Very good point.
How does he not get? I mean, I don't understand.
Very good
that.
point. I don't understand it either.
There's a lot of shit that happens on YouTube sometimes that I don't understand how people get away with it. But
I think it's because Lou's fans know that it's hilarious. So they don't report him just because they think it's funny. I know I think it's funny. And hell, I've known Lou since I started making videos 2 weeks before Lou did. And we've been subscribed to each other since then. So, I mean, I've literally been here with Lou from the beginning. You know, very shortly after that, BVD and I found each other. So, I mean, BVD, Lou, and me, we've known each other for 6 years.
I'll tell you how crazy YouTube can be, whatever. Years ago, the first time I ever applied for partnership, God, that's been, I don't know how many years ago. So I applied for partnership. I get an email back some weeks later that whatever. They turned me down, and the reason was because they said my channel revolved around the sale and distribution of textbooks. Now, how the hell did they come up with that?
That's funny.
I still don't understand that. The only time I've ever even, well, up until this all happened, the only time I'd ever even mentioned the words textbooks was when I was making fun of Alabama in a video. You know.
No, you're trying to sell them, you liar.
Evidently, I am. I must have.
You are a black market textbook seller.
I'm sleep textbook selling.
You doing those streams like Slita and well, I did that one. Mine was an accident.
I heard you mention something maybe yesterday or day before about you'd been on for hours, and you were saying you were going to have to take a break, and because if you didn't, they were going to make you take one anyway. Were you just joking, or is there a cutoff point?
8 hours.
So how long after 8 hours can you shut it down and immediately come right back, or?
Yeah, you can, but they're going to cut you off after 8 hours. I can stream for as long as I can stream for 15 hours straight. But as far as the re-upload, it's going to cut off at the 8-hour mark.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you know me, if there are people in here who don't know who I am, I stream for hours and hours and hours and hours at a time. So I was about at the 7.5 hour mark, and I was like, I'm getting ready to have to cut this off, and I'll come right back. And once it hit like the 7 hour and 55 minute mark, I cut it off. I waited 15, 20 minutes just to take a break, you know, piss shit, wipe my underarms, smoke a cigarette, and then I came right back on and did another 6 hours after that.
Right. If anybody
BVD, you notice when you see people do a 24-hour live stream, it's broken up into 8 hours.
I've never paid attention. Yeah, I mean,
they'll do 3 8-hour periods if they're doing a 24-hour.
Okay, because I was actually considering maybe attempting to do something like that, maybe on New Year's Eve, but I doubt that's going to happen. So, anyway, if there's anybody,
they'll cut you off after 8 hours.
If there's anybody in here that hasn't, doesn't know Camel Toes or has never subscribed to him or seen his streams or videos, go check him out, hit him up. I doubt there's anybody in here that isn't already a subscriber. Because we have a lot of the same people. Go check him out, hit him up. The only problem with the Camel Toe video or stream, he's never real. He's just never real. He's always fake.
I just lie. All I do is lie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I do.
Yep, and all he does is sit there and play rap and country music all night on his guitar.
Hey, if y'all like live music, we got live music over here every night. So
once Beer Can Mountain gets to a certain height, though, right?
We're on Beer Can Mountain the 6th right now, BVD.
Damn, you got a whole Beer Can Mountain range going.
Well, the other ones are bagged up and ready to be shipped.
Oh, okay.
The first 5 mountains. We're on Beer Can Mountain the 6th right now.
Kat, did you have anything else? Darling, I'm getting ready to shut her down for a while.
No, just good luck to my Tigers this coming up Saturday.
I know, 1 week.
Against Oklahoma.
Yep.
I don't
know
think
who we're gonna.
I don't think luck is going to help you, to be honest. And I'm not a college fan, but
wait a minute, not going to help them?
Well, I just think it's going to be LSU and Ohio State.
Well, she's an LSU fan.
Oh,
yeah. I thought what maybe you meant was she's not going to need luck, because that's what I was thinking.
No.
I don't think in that first game, anything can happen in these games. Oklahoma may shock the world, but I think LSU is going to win that one pretty handily.
What the fuck is Clemson? It is still the Clemson Tigers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm an LSU Tiger.
I never even thought about it. Listen, I'm an ACC fan. I don't watch college football. I'm a college basketball fan. And all I know is that we fucking own Clemson. So
wait a minute, Felter, what you talking about? Where's what at? Felter is asking me something here.
So when I saw Tiger, I thought Clemson Tiger. My bad. Cat.
Nah.
My bad.
I should change it to LSU Tiger Cat, because I watch a lot of these shows, and when I go watch Pigskin Pete and stuff, they think I'm all Clemson fans. So
yeah, okay, good. I'm not the first one.
Either that, or change your avatar to something LSU on it, something with LSU on it.
Yeah,
but I like the LSU.
I'm still going to say that's my bad. That's my bad, Tiger Cat. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm a college basketball fan, and LSU don't mean shit in college basketball. So
yeah, and it's a good thing I don't like basketball. So
hey, imagine how Uncle Lou feels. Dang, the Bulldogs are great at football damn near every year, but when it comes to basketball, they fucking suck ass.
You must not have been in here earlier, Toad, when we were talking about that they've actually got possibly the best college basketball player in America right now.
Yeah, I heard you talking about
Georgia.
It. Dude,
yeah, damn.
BVD, what was up? I was trying to get this set up because I've never had it set up to where I can give donations. Right.
Oh, okay.
So I was in there trying to get my wife. I was like, put the bank account information in and shit. I'm trying to give BVD some fucking super chats. And
I appreciate it. I've got PayPal too. I
was trying to do that.
I don't even know how to go check to see if anybody's ever donated on PayPal, because every time I click the damn link, it asks me if I want to make a donation. Yeah, I want to donate $1 million to myself.
Exactly.
Right away.
The Scrooge over here wants to donate $1 million to his BVD account.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here for a while. I've actually got an errand to run before it gets too late. But appreciate you, Tiger Cat, for stopping by as you so often do. Appreciate you dropping in for the first time, Camel Toes. Good
Hey,
talking.
no problem, dude. And you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going from here.
Yeah, I could have just about put money on it.
So anybody want to see some more of this beautiful face, you can come to my channel. I'll be going live right here in a few minutes.
And he'll be on till either the beer runs out or the buzz slows down or the sun comes up. One or the other.
It's going to be late because I got plenty of beer.
You guys have a great night.
Keith, I love you, man. You know I do.
Right back at you, man.
All right. Thank y'all for having me.
Be
nice
good.
meeting you, nice meeting you, Camel Toes, and thanks.
You too, Tiger
BVD.
Cat.
Hey, you have a Merry Christmas, Cat.
You too, man.
You too,
and
Tam.
you too.
Go ahead.
You too, Camel Toes.
You too, Tiger Cat.
Oh, feel the love. The room is
BVD, I'm going to see you before Christmas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'll peep y'all later, yo.
Y'all have a good one. I'm
All right, love you
Good
guys.
I'm gonna shut down and go over and fuck with Zoe for a little while when I get back.
You need to fuck with him hard, dude.
I tried, man, and I end up being nice to him because like I've left
Because you're modded.
left some smart ass comments and he either don't see them or don't read them or I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a great one.
All right,
You
BB. I'll see you, man.
Good night, all.
And everybody in the comments too. Love you guys. Appreciate all the super chats tonight. And I'll be back on in the next day or two before Christmas gets here. I'm trying to pick these live streams up and do more of them. So peace out, everybody. Have a good night.